most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to talk about why nagging knot pain just won't go away. There's two reasons, and we have two answers for that.
Okay.
Plus, we're doing a giveaway, so it's a great day. If you are new to our channel, in fact, take a moment just to go to our website, bobandbrad.com, because we got the giveaway section, and we're giving away actually one of these today, the massage gun.
Oh.
We're giving away two of these, actually.
Yeah.
These are really cool. We'll talk about this later. You can also go to Bob and Brad on Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page there. If you want a short version of us, go to Instagram or Twitter. 60-second Bob and Brad a day.
It says giveaway?
On what?
On the website, Bob and Brad.
Yeah.
Little click button says giveaway.
Yeah.
Just click on that. All right.
Yeah. Did I not say that?
Well, I just wanted to confirm it, Bob.
Okay.
I was just curious.
All right. You know what those painful knots people are talking about? They're trigger points.
Right.
You know,
Muscle knots up and it becomes painful.
Yeah, and they're very common. Brad, do you mind turning around?
Sure.
They're very common up in the upper trapezius here. Sometimes you feel them between the shoulder blades. Sometimes they'll even extend down further up into the shoulders. So, and it's really hard to work with these. I've had these myself, and they just really wear you down, don't they?
Right. Particularly if you can't get to them and you can't get a friend or your spouse or somebody to work it out for you, and you can't afford a massage therapist.
So one of the reasons these knots occur, probably the most common reason, is you have the bad posture and you have the rounded upper back. Now, I'm going to tell you, a lot of you probably don't even realize you have this.
Right.
Because a lot of times, if it's real subtle, like look at me once, Brad. I'm pretty straight up right here now. But if I go just like this,
Yeah.
that's not bad, is it? But that alone could cause knots.
Right, particularly if you're like that for a longer period of time, like at a computer,
Right.
where you're not aware of that, but you're there for an hour.
Yeah, and amazing to me, I just made this one change at my computer recently. I was going like this because of my bifocals.
Oh yeah.
So I got some reading glasses just for my computer.
Yep.
And I put them up and I can sit up like this and read. I'm
Right.
like, this alone was causing my knots or contributing to it anyway. So one thing you can do to check whether or not how your posture really is, you can do it up against a wall. Do you want to maybe show that, Brad? real quick?
Absolutely. I don't know if I like these things up here like that. That's Liz's husband was playing around in the pull apart. So I'm gonna go. Can you see that, Liz? The white things on my shoulders. I'm gonna go there and then bring my shoulders back, and then the back of my head is also going to touch. And when this goes back and this goes back and my belt line or sacrum is on the wall, I know I've got...
And your chin should be level.
Yes, thank you, Bob.
You were coming up a little bit, Brad.
Yeah, well, Bob, I was over the weekend. I wasn't thinking about it, and things start to revert back to the old ways.
What you're going to find with a lot of you is that you can't get your head back there.
Right.
You're not able to. And so that means you're going to need to work on your posture. Now, the problem with this, these are really tightened ligaments and tightened down. It's really tough to stretch these,
right?
By doing it actively. By the way, the Booyah stick, I had it out because that's another way to check your
Oh,
posture.
right. The other hand, Bob, please.
Oh,
there you go.
Every time.
Every time. Don't worry about it.
So the same thing.
Can you see it?
If my head,
Okay.
if my head is coming forward, I can't get it back to the stick. Another sign. Another self indicator that my posture is bad and needs to be corrected.
Right. So the stick touches here in the mid leg and the buttocks.
So what's the answer here? So you need to stretch this out, and you need to aggressively stretch it out, which means what we're going to recommend is you take a tennis ball or maybe a lacrosse ball,
Sure.
and you're going to work it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we're going to hit areas here. These 6 areas. We're kind of in the upper trap here. We're on the sides of the spine, but not on the shoulder blades.
Right.
So we hit this spot. We're going to hit this spot, this spot, this spot, all 6 here.
You want to get into the muscle. You're not on a bone. You're on that muscle.
Now, for some of you, this is going to be very aggressive, and you're not going to be able to tolerate it very well. You might even need to start with a pillow. Put the ball down and put the pillow over the top of it.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and lay down here, Brad. And so I'm going to hit a spot. And I'm going to put the pillow over it. This, again, would be for someone who as is just starting out. So I'm
You
on
can
the
you
I'm
can
on the
feel
right
that.
side. I can feel it.
You can feel that.
Yep, I can feel it. And when you're in this position here, what you're going to want to do is even bring your arms up like this
Hmm.
and take some deep breaths. And now you're stretching the pectoralis major at the same time.
Sure.
So it's working out real well. You might even need a pillow underneath your head too
Right.
if it doesn't feel
You
right.
could put a towel roll around there and hold
Oh,
on to
sure.
that.
Hold your head like this.
Yep,
Yeah.
a little relaxing.
Um, Eventually, hopefully, you can get to the point where you actually just put a towel over the ball like
Hmm.
this, and now that's going to be a lot more aggressive. There, I just cavitated there.
So it cracked, huh?
Yeah, it cracked.
Yep.
Yep.
So you're on that spot. You roll back and forth a little
Yep. You
bit.
can roll back and forth a little bit, but generally I don't, Brad. Generally, I
Okay.
just lay on it.
Hmm.
I lay on that spot for 20 to 30 seconds, and then I'll move it down
Yep.
or move me up,
Yeah.
one way and hit the next spot.
Hmm.
But you hit all those spots. I'm going to guarantee you're going to see some amazing results with this. Your posture is going to be a lot easier to bring your shoulders back, and it's a great one to do throughout the day. You can do it more than once a day. You can do it every hour if you wanted to as a stretch.
Right.
I wouldn't expect that you're going to do that,
Yep.
but
If you got that much time,
if
maybe
you got that
should
much time,
get a job.
one time a day, though. Try to do it once a day. That's what I
Yeah.
do it every in the mornings. And it just really, I really felt like it's
Right.
really made a difference
Now,
for me.
I've got a patient. He's 69. He's rounded and he's kind of stuck there. He's been there for a while, and he's a really good patient. He does his home exercises, but that would be pretty aggressive with
That would
him.
probably be too much.
So right now I've got him against the wall.
That's
and
what I
we're
was gonna
just
say.
working that. Yep.
You could actually put the ball on the wall too.
Right.
Sometimes we even have put it in a sock,
Yep.
so you can kind of put it in the position.
Right. We've got a couple of videos on that, but I don't know
Yeah.
how they'd find them.
Yeah, I don't know
The
either.
ball and the sock exercise.
All right, so that's the first reason
Oh,
why
yeah.
you're having pain. The second reason you might be having pain for a long time. What happens when the brain experiences pain for a long time? The nerves actually become overly sensitive.
Mhm.
So they fire off a lot easier than they would normally. So you're really not having any major damage going on, but it feels really bad because the pain keeps firing up really easy.
Sure. Right.
To get those nerves to calm down, a lot of times it's good to do massage in that area.
Hmm.
And the best thing that for massage, obviously, it's very difficult to use your own hands and do this.
Mm.
But this is where we come to our giveaway today. This is the RENPHO Massage Gun. They're gonna having 20% off right now.
Oh.
By the way, we were approached by massage gun companies years ago, and
Mhm.
we turned them down because they were too expensive. They were, gosh, what were they?
400.
At least $400. They were even higher than that at one point,
Sure.
Brad. And we're like, people can't spend that much money for a massage gun.
Right.
So they brought this one down to $160, I believe. I'm not gonna don't quote me because they changed the
no.
price, but they're doing 20% off that yet.
Okay.
So it's really actually a pretty good deal. These massage guns, this is the top of the line.
Yeah. It's
Um,
pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive. It's got a lot of percussion. Brad's
Mhm.
going to show you how it works, but it's built well. This is
Right.
like, what are we going to say? DeWalt, and what else?
Yeah, it's the Walt of the hand tools, the Walt, the Milwaukee, rigid. They all make
Yeah,
some
it's
nice
very good. Good
commercial
product.
grade.
Brushless.
Oh, brushless DC. I know Bob likes
Yeah,
that.
brushless.
That is
so,
good.
but it's built really well.
Mhm.
It's got a bunch of attachments that can work on different areas. But this
You're starting to ramble, Bob.
Okay,
People.
so this is going to get, it's got
Oh, look at that.
20 levels, and you
Ah.
can get that right into the spot. You can do your own.
Use
Can
my
you
own.
do-
I don't have a gun.
No, I said I can do my own.
Oh yeah.
So,
One thing I do want to say: if you want to get into the neck or up in here, you're not going to
Yeah.
use that. It's too aggressive.
Yeah, it
that
is.
will not work up there.
Yeah,
But
that'll
it works
jar your
good
head.
where you got the shoulders, the hamstrings, the quads,
Yeah,
the
it's
glutes.
really great for the big muscles.
Yep,
So
exactly.
and the upper traps are pretty decent.
Yep,
muscle.
that
You want
works
to
it.
show just real quickly, Brad?
Oh yeah, yeah. So this we were. All right, here we go. So yeah, it goes from 0 to 20, and I've got it at 13 here. That's the intensity. If you look at my oh, you got it to focus, Liz. I'm gonna give you it so you can hear it. Whoa, look at that displacement on that finger. Whoa. It feels good. It's kind of fun. But yeah, you get that kind of motion in those tight muscles and it allows them to relax and get circulation moving, get that old lactic acid out of them, and some good healthy blood flow.
Thought you were gonna take a dive there, Brad.
Well, I thought
Yeah,
I'd get you
get
nervous.
good balance. So, all right, so try those two things, and hopefully we can knock those knots right out of you.
Yeah.
So get rid of them.
Yep.
So, by the way, Brad and I can't fix just about anything.
Except
A
for
broken heart, but we're working on it. There we go.
uh,
Thanks for watching.